Good morning, America. This is your friend Dr. Turi, and we are September 24th, one day after the main Plutonic energy. And was I right? I'm sure my good friend Rob McConnell, will be pretty impressed again of the values of Draco when I made prediction on his show and told him on the 23rd, during that window, drama, sex, secret to come to light. And I also mentioned that whatever you do, whatever you say during those windows will follow you for the rest of your life or will literally kill you and force you to be born again. So let's start with the top of the news, of course. White House consider releasing transcripts, and most of all, the Trump's impeachment procedure started today during my SOS to the world, Plutonic deadly window. So what's going to come out of that? Well, you have a little quatrain that I wrote. So maybe you want to read it directly related to our president and see what happened. Another interesting news that was also mentioned, not only on Rob's show, but other radio hosts, that during those Plutonic window, earthquakes about 6 or above magnitude usually happened. And dead on the 23rd, as Dr. Turi predicted, a 6.0 magnitude earthquakes took place near San Antonio in Puerto Rico. Like if they need this out there. But in all honesty, my friends, how more precise can I be really? There's so many people that could make a good use of my work, yet they don't. They're religious fanatics, they're atheists, they're agnostic, skeptical, educated idiots and think they know better than Dr. Turi. Well, they certainly do in some area. But what I know, and I know it to be real. And I proved it to you again today. Dead on my window. All right, I predicted quake since 1991. Click on the link. It's live. Have fun. What else do we have that reflected this nasty, deadly window? 8 newborn babies killed in hospital fire. Do you really think that it's every day that you're going to have 8 babies that get killed in a hospital fire? All right, a wild fire killed 80% of fish in a Colorado river. Does this happen every day or during my windows? That's nothing compared to what's gonna come. My 2019 SOS, my 2019 Nostradamus Dragon forecast, personal and universal, is ready. It's gone to my editor, my paginator. Basically, we are in the process of making it an ebook. So don't wait, because everything that happened so far with all this corporation going belly up, the government shutdown, Brexit, all that was fully predicted last year. You can still order it. Link is live. So be prepared. I will give you the link when it's all ready to go, so you can start to be ahead of time like me and be prepared most of all. Three tropical systems are spinning in the Atlantic. Well, I didn't only predict Dorian before it was, before its formation in the Atlantic Ocean. I also gave you the exact date for those 3 tropical systems that are spinning in the Atlantic. And chances are they're going to hit during my windows. And knowing this is one of the last full Cosmic Code publicized newsletter, If you like my work and if you want to be prepared and if you want to read about UFOs, uh, you know what you have to do. You have to either become a VIP or join us in our new endeavor. Now, I would strongly recommend you to click on the links that I put because I give a lot of information about UFOs in this one. So make the most. Animals fight too. Click on the link. You'll see two bears fighting in the middle of the highway. I told you, those cosmic winds, this plutonic cosmic wind, do not only affect people with road rage and killing each other, but they also affect animals. And now we have two bears. It's pretty obvious. It's right there in front of you. Well, excuses are just, countless. It's the time where they fight because, it's time to reproduce. Hormone gets all wild. Or maybe they, are interfering in the turf, God knows what. And then behind those two guys fighting, and you have a wolf. My God, what an omen. What an omen. Enjoy it. I will teach you how to read omen later on if you keep reading my work. Demi Moore said she was raped at age 15 by a man who paid her mom $500. Sex, secret to light. Do you think it's every day that Demi Moore is, speaking the truth about what happened to her, and it's not dramatic? Is all that sexual? That came during my window. Dead on. Again, sex, secret to light. You will understand one day that there are no accidents for those news to transpire because they are all set by the reptilians and your UCI. Cruise ship passengers unhappy about bomb scare at Miami Port. Well, this guy said I didn't come to Miami to sit for an hour or so. Well, the word terrorism is mentioned. You're lucky if you're going to sit only 1 hour or so. I don't know how many of you heard of my stories when I got married and I told my family to come only on the date that I gave. When they arrived here, the volcano, Icelandic volcano, exploded. And then, you know what, it was not just 1 hour that millions of people were stuck in an airport. It was for days. Just because they are not cosmic conscious, they pay the price of their idiocy. How many times I told you, if you're going to take a cruise, don't go because it's your birthday. Don't go because it's your wedding anniversary. Don't go because your calendar gives you a day off. Plan with the other calendar. Your happiness, your time, your money, and even your life. You can't play Russian roulette like this forever. You need to understand those laws. All disappeared civilization didn't build their structure or pyramid whatever they felt like. They all, faced a very specific constellation. They knew the rest of the story. They were not all educated idiots like we have today, or religious fanatics. They were smart. And all this wisdom has been lost. It's been compromised because of the reptilians and been confiscated and used by the church only, who's being taught astrology by the Vatican Council. You know my story. You heard my videos. Many of you did not, so I may sound redundant and I apologize. What else do we have? FBI arrests Army soldier who allegedly discussed plan to bomb a major American news network. If that is not terrorism, I don't know what terrorism is. That tells you what reptilians infected kids will do, either to make money or they're rational, it's completely gone. They've been hijacked all the way, and they're Americans. I feel myself more American than this guy for all that I do for you every day. This guy is just helping everybody to make bombs so they can kill each other. Shame. Reptilians infected. The Simpsons and Rick and Morty producers Michael Mandel dead at 54. Have you heard of famous death? Do you read the word famous death? There you go. Well, there's another one. Celebrity chef Carl Ruse died. I just don't know what I have to do anymore to make you aware that those cosmic winds the most deadliest, the most disturbing, the easiest for the reptilians to use it to make people behave like freaking robots, killing each other's, killing by accident, knowing there are no accidents, or committing suicide. Former college basketball star Andre Emmert fatally shot in Texas. Famous death. You want another one? Hey. This star is probably a kid. Drugs, mingling with gangs. God knows his previous endeavors. And all this took place during those windows. Oh my gosh, I told you you're going to be part of the statistic if you don't pay attention. So far, I can only guide you, I can only warn you, but soon those letters, those newsletters, publicized newsletters won't be available to you. So it's something you have to do to show you care, to show you appreciate me, because I ain't going to give you anything anymore for free. Because when you give for free, people get used to it, because we humans are a machine of habits. Or why should he pay? Why should I pay for his gift if he's real? Well, hey, you want to show me your support or not? There you go. If you think $5 is too much for your life, there's no way I can help you. Okay, go and watch that fat girl stuffing herself with spaghetti or eating shoes or whatever you have on those video on YouTube. You don't belong here. Really, you don't. Former college basketball star Andre Emmett fatally shot in Texas. Again, I read that one. I apologize. Read the details, but it's probably got to do with, with gangs. It has to be. It has to be. Or, socializing. When I told you to avoid busy places, to avoid situations, to be careful of everything you say, wherever you go, whatever you do, and then you have the results there. Some dies naturally. Maybe the celebrity chef drank too much, bust his liver. You're not going to know that. They're not going to tell you that. Okay. The Simpson producer maybe did a lot of drugs. 54, that's pretty young. Jesus, it's pretty young. That's an untimely death. That's not normal. Huh? Infected. When you go fame, you got that infestation who's near you 24/7. And many, many famous people don't survive fame. All right. What else do we have? High school football player dies suddenly in arm of twin brother. That side. Dies suddenly, probably born with the tail of the dragon in Leo. Leo rules the heart, a heart attack. Maybe he was doped. He was doped like those horses who are endlessly dying in California because the gambling infected matrix don't care about animals, and they adopt those horses. Next thing you know, their heart blew up, or they fall, or they die suddenly in the middle of running. It's all about money. It's all about deception. It's all about greed. It's all about the reptilians. You need to pay attention. New Mexico child, 2 dead after being left by nanny in car. Wow. Again, it's common. You're desensitized. I can tell you this every day. Oh, it's happening all the time. It's happening all the time. These people need to be educated. They should get my book, Beyond the Secret, and understand that to be more cautious, because the subconscious does things they don't even know. That call it tunnel vision, if you want to. One book. And if you think my book are going to become bestseller, you dream. They never will. And it's all explained on the newsletter when you click why. Indonesia, sky turned blood red. Here's why. It has to be pollution. It has to be fire. I gather that. The problem is, my predictions, I'm going to divulge one, involve a very, very serious lung disease that's coming. And then when you have all this fire, not only that it kills nature, but also it kills a lot of animals. You know, the wildlife is being just totally blown away, destroyed, and we are on the line because, you know, we have lungs too, right? Ooh, this is serious. You better read all my prediction about this dragon in Gemini that rules the lungs, that rules the air, and then Sagittarius that rules nature and foreigners and foreign land. You better read it, my friend. Invest. And if you don't have your 2019 already, how are you going to judge if I'm correct into the future if you don't invest in your past? It's like, you know, if you build a house, you have to go under the house, you have to back away, then you have to go on top of the house to see how it stands. That's the word understand. You have to go under your stars so you can stand above your stars and read God's cosmic design and how He speaks to us through the sign. That's how you understand. Go under. That's where I am with you, under, in the darkness, in negativity, in all this mess, so I can bring you above and stand stronger, wiser, more educated, more positive, so you can control your destiny. What else do we have in the news and secrets? Oh, comet, meteorite, or extraterrestrial ships. Well, apparently they have NASA again has discovered two new. They think it's meteorite or it's comet or whatever. No, it is not what the eyes or the telescope sees. You need to understand. Will it be the reptilians or the draconis? Sometimes their ships can be taking the form of whatever they like, so you do not see, or you see only what they want you to see. When you see a shooting stars, oh, it's a shooting star because this is what you've been indoctrinated to believe. 99% chances of what you see going down here is a ship being destroyed by the draconis. It's a scout ship from the reptilians that is getting too close. It's to get out of here, and they blew it. Sounds too far-fetched? Hey, that's why you're here, to be challenged, to perceive something that nobody told you before. And realize that, you know, no man will ever turn into a lizard. But every man that walks this planet are affected by those lizards. So psychical. Everybody is under the jurisdiction of those nasty entities. And every one of us is also under the jurisdiction of the draconis. It's just a choice. It's your free will. It's the part of God in you, which is stronger than the stars and the dragon, the draconis, all the reptilians, if you don't like either. But if you don't have cosmic consciousness, if you don't go under your stars and understand that you need to climb higher so you can stand stronger, then you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be just victimized. You're going to become a robot and a slave of those reptilians, because that's what's going on. Yankee Scout get bitten by black widow spider, nearly ends up with life-threatening blood infection. Again, you know, the insectious, it's another form of reptilians, but it's the insect. They are to poison the body, the mind, or the soul, and they are definitely a very negative groups of entities. Call them entities if you don't like the word extraterrestrial. But they were created, they were generated by the reptilians, who are enforcing, supporting anything and everything that dwells with life, with death, with the underworld, with demon, with evil, with what Christianity called the devil. Is created by the reptilians. They have the power of creation, like you. They're a little bit more advanced than you because they are cosmic conscious. That's why they use your UCI, unique celestial identity, and those cosmic wind to turn you into lunatics. Killers who commit suicide. Grandma bitten by bug while gardening loses legs and fingertips. No accidents. Those things that we have around you, you wonder sometimes, what the hell God created? No, God didn't create it. Evil created it. All that is nasty, all that can kill you, all that can poison you is the product and the creation of the reptilians. And all that is good, and all that is light, and all that is love is coming from force number one, the sun, or the draconis, or the gardeners of this planet. Draco is telling me all sorts of things. I can only translate the best way I can with my English French. Remember, I am French. I'm speaking your language. And I'm speaking laws that are well far-fetched. I'm delegating with the archetypal realm of supracosmic consciousness. That's God language. Guess I must be gifted in doing some translation for you. And for that, I'm going to be blamed or sort as an egocentric just because I'm trying to help you and ask you to help me with $5. Getting priceless information. You don't know yet what I'm talking about is priceless because I'm ahead of you. When comes the time, say, wow, Dr. Turi was right. Yeah, remember, I'm into the future. Oprah Books Club start a new chapter with apples. Oh my gosh. I tell you what, guys, under that, there is the title of this video, SOS to the World, September 30th, Trump impeachment. You have been warned for the last time. Okay, click on that and read what happened with Oprah Winfrey, with my supporters and everything else. Read why Dr. Turi's book will never be a New York bestseller. I'm not going to tell you and harass you all day long with all sorts of information, especially with my accent. And I cannot do it in French because you don't speak French. So if you read it, you'll assimilate it better. All you got to do is when you have 5 minutes after watching this video, click on it and enjoy it. Well, you know what? At that point, I don't really know anymore. I don't really know anymore what I should. Oh, yeah, I said it yesterday. Maybe I should walk on water. If I walk on water, maybe a different thing. Maybe you'll believe me. But you know what? There is information about UFOs and Draco. So today I divulged a few things here. I divulge a few things about what's going on with extraterrestrial, with Draco. So if you're into UFO, just read it and remember. We on September 30th, unless you are in Pantheon, where I'm going to put all my full newsletters there, or on the Cosmic Code, you're not going to get anything anymore about my prediction, my SOS to the World Daily Window, and me divulging more secrets about extraterrestrials. So it is now where you're going to die, okay, or where you're going to be rebirthing. We are into that energy, dying and rebirthing, okay? Are you going to take on the long journey with me and build up your own cosmic consciousness, understand Jesus' cosmic initial ministry as it was designed by God himself as he introduced us human to our Father in the heavens? Will you realize that God never came down and write no books, but he made the stars? Will you understand that all these infected corporations do not have your best interest at heart? Do you understand all that? That you are a peon of those corporations, that you are a peon of all those infected, greedy bastards out there that don't give a damn about you, your kids, your fate, or your future. Then you have guys like Dr. Turi that have been battered to hell, eliminated, erased, muted. I tell you again, you will never see me on Facebook. You won't see me on Wikipedia. They remove me. Google has deleted thousands of my articles, including even the vice president was happy to have so many people hitting my page. When I start to expose, when I start to impose their big heads, those who spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to advertise their bestseller in New York, situation has changed. Okay, I'm sure you heard of James Ray. Okay, The Secret. I'm sure you've heard of Robin. But Tony Robbins, the very famous motivational speaker, click on the link. His fame, truth. Okay? Just click on the link. It's not that you're going to dwell with the literature with me. The consequences are very heavy because I'm totally knocked out from all, popular website. But I have you, and you have the truth with me, and you have that very long journey. So it's either you're going to die in rebirth today, because the decision you're going to make today will follow you for the rest of your life. All right, my good friends, I'm on my way to Los Angeles tomorrow to take some painkiller for my back and my hip. I should be able to do all that. Good news, there is no millions of people there. That's good news. So I'll be able to be more personal, be able to introduce you to your stars, your soul's purpose, your financial situation, your career, talk about how the dragon got you last couple of years and how the new dragon is going to help you or go against you. I'm going to point out all this. I'm going to bring my artwork because visual can always and will always help you. We are also planning to do my slideshow, my new UFO slideshow. So there is quite a lot of things that you could really enjoy if you got nothing to do, a couple of days from 6 to 8 in LA. So if you're in California, if you're in LA, come and meet us and let's have fun. And I can guarantee you that that'll be an experience that you won't forget and you'll be happy you showed up. All right, my good friend. Until then, hey, click on the link. Okay, and then click, I like your work, Dr. Turi. Click you like. Bye-bye. Talk to you again.